In a country where working on a farm is a daily game of chance between life and death, there is a need for a special force.
People who lay the mine, they can live only 6 months. People who clear the mine live only 2 months or 3 months.
Putting their own lives at stake, deminers hunt for mines that were laid during past wars and destroy them.
No one wants to be the deminer.
It is estimated that for every 2,000 mines found, 1 deminer will be injured or killed.
Mine detector go wrong, we are lost our life.
In a country locked in war for almost 30 years, Cambodia has only recently begun healing her battle scars. As people return to farm their lands and build a new life, they face a new threat left by old wars: landmines.
From 1970 to 1975 is Khmer rule and colonialism backed by US, and from 75 to 79 is Khmer rule again with Vietnamese. So a lot of mines have been laid along Cambodian-Vietnam border. Late 1998 is internal conflict with the government force and other 4 parties along Cambodian-Thai border. So all parties are laid the mine during the war to protect their base.
Today, the Cambodian Mine Action Centre, or CMAC, estimates between 4 to 6 million mines remain hidden beneath the soil. The task of clearing all these mines has fallen upon a special breed of workers who risk their lives daily to ensure the safety of their fellow people. They are the deminers.
Because we work with the hidden enemy under the ground, we cannot see. Confident only our mine detector. So it's mine detector go wrong, we are lost our life. So that's why we say very dangerous job.
Over the years, soil movements have brought some landmines into view, but most remain hidden a few centimeters below the surface, waiting for the 2 kilograms or more of pressure required to set them off. As these mines corrode with age, they become even more prone to explosion.
This is the map of the Trapiang Kabal Swa village. In this village, you can see the red color, the mine area, mine field. We are standing here.
Mr. Learn is the site manager at the village and has a team of 24 deminers under his charge.
To detect mine in a minefield, use the mine detector. When they found something in here, the brother man or woman, they need to go to find a mine or USO here. If the mine detector did not show anything, they move forward like this. It's not 100% safe, but we trust that technique.
Today, deminers are given mine detectors, safety vests, and helmets, but still the system is not perfect and accidents are not uncommon.
People who lay the mine, they can live only 6 months. People remove the mine or clear the mine, live only 2 months or 3 months.
Chamrun has been a deminer since the mid-90s. He stepped on a mine while carrying out his duties and was severely injured.
ត្រូវគ្រោះថ្នាក់ដោយសារមីនព្រោះមានបញ្ហាអាសនីឈូសឆាយលុបមកដល់ពេលអញ្ចឹងទៅរដូវភ្លៀងធ្លាក់ដីវាជ្រាយម៉ាស៊ីនយើងមិនអាចរាវបានជំរឿម៉ាស៊ីនយើងជំរឿបានតែមួយទឹកកន្លះទេហើយមានជំរឿដល់2ទឹកហើយដល់ពេលអញ្ចឹងទៅរដូវភ្លៀងធ្លាក់នោះដល់ពេលដើរទៅស្លោះហើយខ្ញុំក៏បានទុះមីននឹងតាំងពីឆ្នាំ2006មកបាទចាំមើលកាលដែលពេលផ្ទុះនឹងខ្ញុំអត់មានសន្លប់មែនទេហើយមួយយ៉ាងទៀតដល់ពេទ្យនៅតាមក្រុមនឹងក៏បានការ៉ូបអីបញ្ជូនខ្ញុំមកពេទ្យ emergency ហើយរហូតដល់ពេលកាត់ហ្នឹងក៏គេចាក់ថ្នាំស្ពឹកដែរអត់បានចាក់ថ្នាំសន្លប់ទេរហូតដល់ខ្ញុំដឹងខ្លួនក៏នៅតែខ្ញុំអារម្មណ៍ខ្ញុំពោះខ្ញុំនឹកឃើញថាជើងខ្ញុំដឹងថាត្រូវតែគេកាត់ហើយព្រោះខ្ញុំអត់មានសន្លប់មានអីផង
Chamrun lost his leg from the shin down. he will need to wear a prosthetic leg for the rest of his life. Even so, losing a leg does not deter him from continuing on as a deminer.
ហើយមួយយ៉ាងទៀតដល់ពេលខ្ញុំមកជួយប្រជាពលរដ្ឋយើងខ្ញុំអត់មានការសោកស្ដាយទេព្រោះខ្ញុំនឹកឃើញថាបើសិនជាខ្ញុំស្លាប់តាំងពីសម័យសង្គ្រាមមករហូតដល់ឥឡូវបើថាខ្ញុំស្លាប់ខ្ញុំអត់មានសោកស្ដាយទេព្រោះខ្ញុំនឹកឃើញថាសិទ្ធិជាជួយដល់ពលរដ្ឋខ្មែរទាំងអស់
Our staff got accident so far is in Battambang around 7 people and not include one accident in 2007 is a mass accident got 7 people was killed.
The accident in 2007 was the result of a booby trap, specifically designed to kill anyone who tries to uncover the mines.
They put mine like this together and then they put one small mine on the top, some put nearby here. So when we brought, it will explode the small one and the three will go off. We work with the fire so we may not escape from burn.
Our cameras witnessed firsthand the devastating effect of a landmine on the human body. This man had his entire left foot blown off. Cambodia is one of the most mine-contaminated lands in the world. It is estimated that over 60,000 have been killed in mine accidents, and over 40,000 have lost their limbs, giving Cambodia the world's largest population of amputees per capita.
The mine in Cambodia a lot also cause accident to the local people based on information during the 1996 to 2006. A lot of people, maybe 4,000 a year. Here in Battambang, this is the heart of mine field contamination area. I think Battambang we need a lot of years, around 30 years to finish the mine in Battambang.
Here at Battambang province, the World Mate Emergency Hospital averages 1 mine victim per week. It has been 2 weeks since the last mine victim. But today, that hiatus is broken. Ern Chenda stepped on a mine while working on his farm. He was found by his brother, and it took them 3 hours driving over rough terrain to get to the hospital.
ហើយជាម៉ោងកើតហេតុហ្នឹងឯងដល់ពេលដើរនៅកែដើរច្បាយទៅការអញ្ចឹងបងដើរទៅក៏លឺសលេងផ្ទុះខ្ញុំក៏ពីរអ្នកប្អូនទីលូនមួយនេះក៏លឺសលេងផ្ទុះស្មានទៅសัตว์ស្អីវាផ្ទុះអញ្ចឹងណាដល់ពេលរត់ទៅមើលទៅឃើញប្អូនខ្លួនឯងហ្នឹងវាគ្រោះថ្នាក់បាត់ហើយហើយក៏បានតាក់ទងបងឡានអ្នកកន្លែងឲ្យស្គាល់គ្នាក្នុងភូមិហ្នឹងឲ្យគាត់ជូនមកនេះបដ ாய்
Chenda had stepped on a mine known as the toe popper. It was designed to mangle feet in heavy boots to a pulp.
មិនតបានប្រាប់ម៉ែនិងប៉ាផងហ្នឹង
Chenda has suffered massive blood loss and needs a blood transfusion. Vyas now volunteers to donate his own in order to save his brother.
Như tôi nhóm nhà rõm thì tha các bạn tôi vô đại đọc về ôn luôn anh vì đi ca chương bọc tầm miệt chương lò chứ này.
As the surgery goes into the night, Vyasna can do nothing but wait.
In Cambodia, very difficult to find where is the mine is because all faction to let the mine, they don't leave the map for us. So we have to try to contact the military leader before. Military leader show us where they let the mine, and then we still not good information enough to identify where is the minefield are.
Đặt năng vào cho mình mà rồi crop đặt tập pi pi là một flow năng về cho một nôm rây ní màu trắng về chết đây đó là chẳng nó hay ăn miên đầu riêng ná rồi rừng min cả là tránh mỗi chạy luôn anh miền Nam kìm riêng đấy.
Today, Mr. Kepon is 64 years old and spends his days minding his 4-year-old grandson. But 40 years ago, he had another role to play. He was a colonel of the Khmer Rouge regime.
Nó tam chu flow chết lịch pi lịch bay thằng đó đấy Việt Nam quay kia lịch cân nó quay kia đang mà bố đó là năm trong chất tập 4 nó o đây hộp á đào hộp là đuôi.
Since his retirement, Mr. Kepon has been assisting CMAC in identifying the areas where his army laid mines.
Và cái này về miền Tây Tăng ngồi đây này Tây Tăng hàng điện mày và trong đấy Tây Tăng thùng bảo viên này hồ chẳng rồi đó là mình đang về cái đó cái đất màu mà lan zip những đặc chia ní những trái chọp phần chọp cạp hơi những đặc mồm là pi phần này hay đâu thật là mai đó những đặc nó đặc min ton cái đâu ní nu đôi chia cầm áo nhá.
Often, mines are laid at random, without a map or plan of any sort. And in many cases, even the people who laid the mines forget where they are after a few years. This poses a huge problem for the deminers, who enter these minefields without actually knowing where it starts and where it ends.
All our deminer was the ex-soldier. During 1992-1993, all parties joined together, so they cut off the soldier. 70% of soldiers were demobilized to be a civilian. So in that time, we select the former soldier to be a CMAC deminer.
คนเช่นปัจจุบันนี้ก็เป็นเดิมคือแต่ตะคือเจงเป็นที่เห็นสดสาร
Mr. Prem Non is the site manager for CMAC at Sam Lot district. He has been tasked to clear the village of Ononong over the next 23 days.
và តំបន់នេះគឺតំបន់ដែលទាញប្រទង់ជាមួយទាហានខាងក្រហមហើយនឹងទាហានខាងរដ្ឋកម្ពុជាហើយមានទាហានវៀតណាមក្នុងតំបន់នេះទាំងអស់
The village of Ononong is home to many families who practice subsistence farming close to the minefields, and some even within. Digging into the soil with their shovels and hoes, these villagers play a game of chance as they go about their daily chores.
បើចង់មីនដាក់ពីពេញដីនេះគឺថាវាមានចម្រុះអញ្ចឹងមានការគ្រោះថ្នាក់ជាព្រឹត្តជាច្រើនអញ្ចឹងបានភូមិឃុំនេះបានធ្វើសំណើទៅរដ្ឋាភិបាលរុញមកស៊ីម៉ាក់ហ្នឹងមកដោះមីននៅទីនេះ
Despite the 40 degrees Celsius weather, deminers are required to wear heavy helmets with blast-proof visors and thick protective vests as they go about their work. On top of having to concentrate under these conditions, here in Ononong village, the deminers also have to keep an eye out for children who often wander into the minefields.
បាទមានខាងបណ្ដាញមីនឬក៏ខាងគេហៅម៉ាញ់អាំនេះហ្នឹងគឺមកផ្សព្វផ្សាយប្រាប់ថាព្រៃដែលមានមីនគឺកុំចូលអញ្ចឹងអ្នកស្រុកគេថាបើខ្ញុំមិនចូលខ្ញុំមានព្រួយទៅបានយកមកគ្រប់គ្រងក្នុងក្រុមគ្រួសារ
It is not because the villagers refuse to farm elsewhere, but there isn't much of Cambodia that is not contaminated with mines. Cambodia has one of the highest mine casualty rates in the world. 1/3 of these casualties are children, in particular boys, who are more likely to play with or examine mines.
ឃើញកូនមុនដំបងភ្លាមបំផុតខ្ញុំស្លាប់តាហើយមានណាដល់ពេលអស់ពីស្លាប់ខ្ញុំថាលើកូន3នាក់ខ្ញុំឃើញអាហ្នឹងវាធ្ងន់ជាងគេព្រោះវាឈាមច្រើនជាងគេ
CMAC have 4 missions in Cambodia. One we call a mine marking team mission. Second is we train our staff. Third is a mine clearance, our team is working. And the fourth is mine awareness training to educate their own village people how danger the mines.
ហាមកុំលេងកុំប៉ះពាល់វាហើយបើក្មួយខាងនេះចេះដាក់ផ្លាកសញ្ញាហ៎ដាក់ឈើខ្វែងយ៉ាសម្គាល់ថាកន្លែងហ្នឹងមានគ្រាប់មីនណា
With the rampancy of mines in Cambodia, education is key to preventing further accidents. A mine costs only about $1 to make, but it can sit in the ground for decades, waiting for anyone unfortunate enough to cross its path. It is a heartless, soulless object that maims and kills indiscriminately, regardless of color, gender, or even age. Madam Sun Map knows this only too well.
នេះអាយុ10ឆ្នាំនាងមេសានាងសីហាអានោះអាយុ6ឆ្នាំនាងមេសាតែនេះមួយទៀតនាងកក្កដាអាយុ4ឆ្នាំហើយបើនិយាយទៅអាកន្លែងវាតលេងក្របហ្នឹងដែលវះនៅស្នាមមកជាងខ្លួនទាំងអស់នេះក៏ស្នាមអានេះក៏ពោះវះ2អត់មួយតែសាមបែងវាចូល
Madam Sun Map is a single mother of 4. She is an odd-job labourer who works 12 hours a day, 7 days a week, leaving her young children to fend for themselves daily.
ខ្ញុំឃើញក្រខ្ញុំថាចាំមកវិញចាំមកចាប់ប្រាប់ម្ចាស់ដីហ្នឹងដល់ពេលខ្ញុំវារឿងភ្លេចដែរចុះខ្ញុំវាល្វើយដល់ម្ដងខ្ញុំថាកូនឯងដឹកគោយកទៅចងហើយទៅសាលាទៅស្លៀកពាក់ទៅសាលាហើយវាដឹកគោវាមិនជួយទៅចងណាវាចងដើមដងនឹងទៀតចងនឹងហើយចែកដល់អីអា3វាទៅលេងទៅនឹងមកក៏ទុះលុកពឹងខ្ញុំថាចំហើយលុកក្របអីណាហើយលូវាស្រែកយំម៉ែអើយជួយខ្ញុំផងម៉ែអើយជួយខ្ញុំផងហើយខ្ញុំមកសុខចិត្តអាទូចនឹងដេកខ្ញុំថាយាយអើយបើមិនកើតទេខ្ញុំផ្ញើផងខ្ញុំយកអូនខ្ញុំទៅពេទ្យហើយបានកូនគាត់នឹងដប់យកទៅពេទ្យទៀតដប់យកទៅពេទ្យដល់ពេលអញ្ចឹងបានពូវាថាខ្ញុំ3ដាក់ម៉ូតូ3ជូនទៅ
Madam Sun Map's 3 children were severely injured in the accident, the worst being her eldest son, who had his abdomen blown open.
ប៉ុន្តែឥឡូវមើលទៅវាព្រោះចំការគេធ្វើច្រើនពីមុនមកបើនិយាយទៅខ្ញុំអត់ដែរមកនៅនេះទេទំលើកទី1ឯចាកាលខែមុននេះគេមកមើលដល់នឹងដែរតាដល់មកមើលគេថាអត់មានទេលេងមានហើយសំបីលើភ្នំហ្នឹងក៏អត់មានដែរឥឡូវព្រោះសិតតែចំការគេ
Madam Sun Map's village was not known to be a minefield, and the villagers had been farming on these lands for years. It is unknown how the stray mine came to be in the area. Deminers have a regular routine and work on a system much like the army, with strict discipline and little in terms of creature comforts. Most deminers live dormitory style, in temporary tents, pitched in an open area near to the minefields. With each minefield cleared, the camp ups and moves to the next location. While most would find this a far cry from what one would call home, Kim Ming and Samphos have managed to build a family life for themselves within these camps.
ខ្ញុំទៅរៀននៅសាលាកំពង់ឆ្នាំងខេត្តនៅខាង TC ហ្នឹងខាងប្រព័ន្ធខ្ញុំបាទប្រព័ន្ធហ្នឹងហើយប្រព័ន្ធខ្ញុំគេនៅរៀនខាងសំណក់ហ្នឹងដល់ពេលខ្ញុំដល់កាលហ្នឹងវាសាលាជាមួយគ្នាឃើញគ្នាស្រឡាញ់គ្នាធម្មតាខ្ញុំនេះគេមេខាងប្រព័ន្ធខ្ញុំនេះគឺថាគេមេក្រុមបាទដល់អញ្ចឹងទៅក៏ខ្ញុំតាក់ទងតាមទូរស័ព្ទពូម៉ាខ្ញុំទៅក៏គេឲ្យលេងទៅក៏ខលទៅនិយាយគ្នាលេងធម្មតាទៅសុំស្រឡាញ់គេទៅ
ហើយចូលទៅដឹងការតាមច្បាប់
Kim Ming and Sampos now have 2 children, the eldest of whom is living with Kim Ming's parents because of school. They live in a family tent situated far from the others to afford them some privacy. And when they go to work, their child is left in the care of a nanny for the day.
គោលដៅរបស់ខ្ញុំទី1គឺចង់ឲ្យនៅជិតគ្នាហើយថែរក្សាកូនដូចថាយើងមានដូចខ្ញុំគ្រួសារខ្ញុំមួយកូននេះតង់មួយអញ្ចឹងទៅអ្នកយាមហើយនឹងអ្នកធ្វើម្ហូបអីចឹងទៅគឺមានតង់ជាងគឺមាក់មួយសងខាងគឺដាច់ប្លែកពីគ្នា
As deminers, the stakes are raised for Kim Ming and Sampos. Should an accident happen, their children would become orphans. The risks seem hardly worth the US $240 that they each bring home, especially when they have seen colleagues blinded, maimed, and killed.
បាទសម្រាប់ខ្ញុំមានអារម្មណ៍ថារាល់ថ្ងៃពិបាកដែរតែវាពិបាកខ្លាំងប៉ុន្តែបើសិនជាយើងឈប់ពីការងារនេះទៅមើលកូនទៅទៀតហើយមានពេលសម្រាប់ឈឺអីចឹងទៅគេមានពេទ្យមានអីចឹងបើយើងទៅធ្វើការឯកជនបើយើងសម្រាប់ឈឺអត់មានប្រាក់កម្រៃចូលទេអញ្ចឹងណាស៊ីម៉ាក់មានច្បាប់មានអីចឹងទម្លាប់អីហើយមានដូចថាជាមន្ត្រីរាជការអញ្ចឹងក៏វាគ្រាន់បើដែរ
Kim Ming and Sampos are taking great risks with their lives in order to provide a better future for their children. But it is not a risk they are willing to take longer than necessary.
ចង់ធ្វើការងារដែរមិនប្រឈមមុខនឹងគ្រោះថ្នាក់ពេកប៉ុន្តែរងចាំពេលវេលាបន្តិចសិនលឺត្រាតែធ្វើការស៊ីម៉ាក់សំលុយបានរៀងច្រើនទៅនឹងគិតថារស់ស៊ីកន្លែងណាមួយដែលនៅស្ងៀមហើយ
Our government has set the plan 2019 is no impact of mine in Cambodia. I mean, no people get injured of the mine, but the mine not yet, maybe not finished in Cambodia. By the date of that, maybe the mine, a lot of mine have been clear and the people well educated, so the mine still there, but no one go to the mine area, so maybe no injury.
With time, perhaps Cambodia will be free of mines one day. But until then, the work of demining is critical to the country's growth and well-being. And the deminers who are willing to put their own lives at risk for the greater good are the unsung heroes of the country. When a seismograph swings out of control, it is a sign that there is an up and coming disaster. Volcanoes are one of nature's most destructive powers. Towering at 2,911 meters, Indonesia's Mount Merapi erupted in 2010, spouting ash plumes 14 kilometers into the atmosphere. The pyroclastic flows surged down mountain slopes at speeds of up to 110 kilometers per hour, killing over 300 people. To protect lives, volcanologists are probably among science's most adventurous researchers. They put their lives at the mercy of nature to better understand one of Mother Nature's most powerful and destructive forces, the volcano.
People work from 8 o'clock till 4 o'clock in the afternoon, but not for volcanologists, because volcano is active 24 hours.
In Javanese, Mount Merapi literally means mountain of fire. Smoke emerges from the mountaintop at least 300 days in a year. Mount Merapi sits on the Pacific Ring of Fire, which is an arc of intense seismic and volcanic activity. Small eruptions occur on Mount Merapi approximately every 2 to 3 years, and larger ones every 10 to 15. It has erupted regularly since 1548, and there have been over 80 recorded eruptions. Yogyakarta is located only about 28 kilometers away from the volcano, putting the city in a precarious location.
Our main job here is to monitor Merapi volcano. Of course, it's dangerous, but the most important thing is life. That there is no victim during the eruption, even one person.
Kita ngurusin gunungnya. Istri yang itu Merapi, tapi yang istri kedua kan yang di rumah.
The observatory post is where a volcanologist physically observes and monitors the mountain. The observatory post looks like a safe place to park, but in reality, it is one of the spots that is in the direct line of danger.
Usually, observers stay close to the volcano. For example, on the west of the Merapi volcano, the observatory is only in the distance of 4.5 kilometers from the summit. But in the Merapi eruption, sometimes reach in 7 kilometers.
Turunnya paling terakhir, kalau masyarakat sudah turun semua, baru kita turun belakangan. Memang kita kan untuk melindungi masyarakat kan.
In case of an eruption, temperatures of hot clouds from a volcano can range between 600 degrees Celsius to 1000 degrees Celsius.
Kalau memang status sudah awas, pengungsi sudah turun semua, ya kita harus turun. Kalau memang kita di ring-ring zona bahaya kan, kita cuma 7 kilo dari puncak.
Eruption of Merapi 1994. We have the observatory in the really close to the summit. And it was eruption, and the post observatory was reached by the ash. So that's why the observer just gave message. Now our observatory close to the eruption, so I have to go.
Yulianto chose to become a volcanologist, knowing very well the risks that come with working on one of the world's most active volcanoes. His passion for this profession stems from responsibility and compassion towards his people. Having lived in the destructive shadow of Mount Merapi, Yulianto has faced the dangers of what this powerful force of nature can do.
Jaraknya ada yang 3,5 kilo, 4 kilo dari puncak itu sudah perkampungan. Jadi setelah kita informasikan ke instansi terkait, terutama pada warga-warga yang berada di sekitar lereng Merapi.
In 2006, volcanologists gave an early warning of high volcanic activity within the mountain. However, Mother Nature took a different stand and did not erupt.
Tapi pada saat erupsi belum mencapai puncaknya, status aktivitas diturunkan, ya. Kemudian diturunkan pada tanggal 13 Juni 2006, tanggal 14 Juni terjadi erupsi.
Timing is very important because any activities of volcano is correlated with the society. When we give the information late, then it will be problem.
Jadi sebelum letusan 2010 kemarin yang letusan yang terbesar itu, kita tanggal 22 itu naik ke puncak. Itu di puncak kita merasakan ada gempa yang terasa. Jadi gunung sudah bergoyang, terus kita pun cepat-cepat lari untuk turun ke bawah, dan kita informasikan bahwa di atas itu memang sudah tidak nyaman lagi menjelang letusan tanggal 26 Oktober 2010.
Today, 3 years after the massive explosion, Mount Merapi has awoken again, spewing volcanic ash 2,000 meters into the sky. This time, the volcanologists are determined not to lose a single life. Merapi is today a tourist destination where visitors can scale the crater of an active volcano. Its most popular attraction lately has been the lava tour, where visitors can still see traces of hot lava spewed by Mount Merapi's last deadly explosion. Bambang is an environmentalist and a guide who provides such a tour.
Ya, sebetulnya daerah yang ada di sini ini radius dari Merapi sampai ke 6 kilo itu sebetulnya daerah KRB, kawasan rawan bencana, jadi tidak boleh dihuni. Bagaimanapun juga karena akar kehidupan orang di sini itu ya di sini dari mulai bertani, dari mulai beternak, apalagi ditambah suatu bentuk aktivitas jeep dengan trail atau mungkin ojek.
Bambang believes that even though Mount Merapi takes so much away from the people, it also gives back to the people. Ash from the 2010 eruption has led to fertile soil, ideal for farming. 87-year-old Sami and 70-year-old Samin lost everything they had. In spite of the disaster, they have set up a little shelter 3.4 kilometers away from the volcano and returned to farm and earn a little money for survival. Merapi is a special mountain that keeps people coming back despite the dangers. It has a sense of mysticism around it and even has its own spiritual keeper.
Alasannya gini Mbak, pertama kami ingin berjuang, yang kedua ingin melestarikan dan menjaga budaya-budaya yang sudah ada. Labuhan dalam sampean dalam ingkang sinuhun.
Traditionally, the spiritual keeper would perform the Labuhan ritual, hoping to determine whether the volcano was angry or calm and whether the residents should flee or stay.
Tanda-tandanya adalah bisa dengan suara atau misalnya gemuruh dan mungkin ada suatu letupan atau ledakan. Mugi-mugi bukan akan dan itu juga misalnya suhu naik atau bisa lewat mimpi atau apa.
Tahun yang lalu yang menjadi halangan adalah pemahaman mistis masyarakat di sekitar Merapi itu masih sangat kuat, ya. Kadang-kadang mereka menolak ketika kita datang untuk memberikan penyuluhan, memberikan informasi kepada masyarakat.
Such an incident occurred in 2010. Ba Marijan, the previous spiritual keeper, was known to listen to the volcano's rumbles and soothe its temper. If there were to be an eruption, many villagers believed that Ba Marijan would be warned in a vision. 25th October 2010, Ba Marijan adamantly refused to leave his home, which was just 5 kilometers away from the crater, despite government warnings. He lost his life, and his body was found in a position of prayer, implying that he had surrendered to the spirit of Mount Merapi. Ba Marijan was not the only one who could not bring themselves to leave.
Saya sudah lari, tapi ada keluarga yang belum turun. Saya terpaksa mau menolong, jadi saya ikut kejebak.
The hot lava melted Trisno's shoes and caused permanent damage to his feet.
Tapi biarpun seperti ini, saya masih dikasih panjang umur sama Allah, jadi saya berterima kasih.
It was estimated that as a result of the 2010 eruption, 350 people were killed, with hundreds more injured and over 300,000 displaced from their homes. Wati is one such victim. She has since turned her ancestral home into a museum as a reminder of what the volcano can do. Mount Merapi has been showing signs of increased seismic activity in recent months.
Sebenarnya ketika gunung mulai meningkat aktivitasnya, memberikan peringatan dini harus memberikan prediksi kapan gunung akan meletus, ya. Kemudian seberapa besar, akan mengarah kemana, itu menjadi problem yang sangat serius bagi ahli gunung api.
Analysis of volcanic gases is a powerful tool to determine the possibility of an eruption. Yulianto is tasked to collect such a gas sample.
Resiko yang bisa datang setiap saat, ya, itu bisa terjadi ketika kita baru sampling gas, tiba-tiba ada hembusan asap, gasnya dengan tekanan tinggi keluar, itu bisa sangat mematikan.
Mount Merapi's 2010 eruption was the worst in a century, making the current seismic activity erratic. This is an added risk to Yulianto's already dangerous task of doing the gas sampling for his upcoming climb. The dangerous task of doing a gas sampling on the volcano is at hand.
It's like 600 degrees Celsius, and this contains volcanic gas. That, of course, gas is always poison.
Even though Yulianto and his family know the risks, they try to make the most of whatever time they have together. Yulianto spends a few hours with his family before he gets a call to climb the mountain.
Perasaannya ya tentu khawatir ada ya, soalnya kan pekerjaannya banyak risikonya. Terus untuk waktu untuk keluarga itu kurang menurut saya. Pada saat gunung mulai statusnya awas itu, pasti perasaannya udah tidak karuan.
Yulianto gears himself in warm clothing as temperatures can drop to 7 degrees Celsius with strong winds.
Kesulitannya dengan misalkan terjadi aktivitas itu yang secara kejadian secara tiba-tiba tidak didahului dengan tanda-tanda itu ya menjadi kekhawatiran kami.
Conditions on the mountain are unpredictable. One doesn't know what to expect.
We have to prepare well before climb to the volcano.
Ya, tentu saja ini manusiawi bahwa tugas ke puncak Merapi itu pasti ada rasa takut, ya. Apalagi ini mendekati wilayah yang sangat berbahaya.
So the dangerous is because of the eruption, because also the morphology, sometimes slippery, sometimes there is a rock wall.
Volcanologists climb through the night to avoid the scorching heat of the sun. Yulianto begins his 5-hour climb at midnight.
Misalnya kalau pas naik puncak itu loh Bu, naik puncak kan takut kepleset apa-apa gitu kan, perjalanannya kayak gitu, terjal gitu.
Not only is the terrain slippery and rocky, but the walk is in pitch darkness, with headlights as the only source of light. There is no proper path, and walking in no light, with the fear of falling off a cliff or slipping into a crevice, is a nagging concern. Yulianto stops for a short 5-minute break. The weather conditions don't look good. The fear of what nature might bring on is a constant worry.
Itu juga ancaman petir, karena musim hujan itu pada bulan Januari, akhir Januari, di mana puncak-puncaknya musim hujan dan banyak petir sih.
Coordination and communication is very important.
The handy-talkie is the main source of contact between the volcanologists, the observatory posts, and the central control station. But if nature strikes, one only has fate to rely on.
Ada rasa takut, tapi gimana lagi? Kita perhitungannya kalau mau lari juga tidak mungkin, adanya cuma pasrah sama yang kuasa gitu.
The seismograph at the central station continuously ticks as a reminder that Mount Merapi is very much alive. At the summit, the storm is gradually building. Visibility is poor, Winds are strong. Rain lashes down. It's cold. The smell of sulfur is overwhelming, and a storm is brewing.
Ya, ini area tempat kami bekerja. Udara di sini sangat dingin dan terjadi badai, ada hujan, ada angin yang menyebabkan udara menjadi lebih dingin.
Volcanologists race against time to complete their work under the pressure of the uncertainties of nature.
Kita ada di sekitar krater dengan di daerah atau area yang sangat berbahaya. Kita akan melakukan sampling gas yang ada di sini.
No matter how careful Yulianto is while doing the gas sampling, he is still dependent on nature. Gas blasts from the depths of an active volcano can shoot out without warning and are extremely deadly. As the storm begins to build, the fear of lightning lingers on. The volcanologists complete their tasks and fight their way through the storm to get shelter under a flimsy 3x5 foot plastic sheet. If thunder and lightning strike, there really is no place to hide. Ironically, the panic of a storm does not reflect on the faces of the volcanologists and porters, who regularly frequent this dangerous and unforgiving workspace. For them, it has just become a way of life. A rise in the levels of various gases usually indicates high volcanic activity and a possible eruption. Gas samples taken by Yulianto show the current levels of gases are normal and the possibility of an immediate eruption is low.
Ya, pekerjaan ini banyak mengandung resiko, tetapi kita kalau pekerjaan itu berjalan dengan sempurna, kita ada kepuasan tersendiri dengan pekerjaan yang mengandung banyak resiko ini.
Volcanologists to have a commitment. Volcanologists must a discipline. That's the most important thing. Because when we are not disciplined, and then the impact will be to other people.
Pertama kita kita berada di daerah rawan bencana. Jadi kita punya istilahnya kalau kita bisa bekerja di kebencanaan geologi, kita merasa ada rasa kepuasan tersendiri untuk penyampaian informasi ke masyarakat.
To save the lives of others, volcanologists risk their own lives. As Winston Churchill once said, success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts.